on, dude. Let me play you a song real quick.
Something unpredictable.
Oh my God,
And
dude.
in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Is that what you're going for?
I was not. Look, dude. No. No.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where you go. So take the test and do your best and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
Was Weezer. Or was that,
Death Cab for Cutie.
yeah. Have a seat.
Sorry, dude. I'm getting dressed. Yeah, dude, I actually like this.
That's the difference between you and I.
What?
You know, maybe it's good that you're thoughtful about how you dress for this. I don't think.
You
Hash-
live like Jesus
I
told
just don't think.
Have no thought for the morrow. What you should drink, what you should eat, what you should wear. Should you wear Nike drip or not?
No.
Look at the birds. What is it? Matthew 33 something.
Clearly, I wasn't thinking when I shaved last time.
You look like either a sheriff or a deputy out in Idaho.
Listen, I applied for the Texas Rangers, and I didn't make the cut.
It was a few notches short.
And I ended up somewhere in Omaha, Nebraska.
This is some decent coffee.
That's
What
pretty
is it?
good. That right there is Nescafe Instant.
No, it's not.
No. So last time,
It
if you
doesn't-
checked in last
it
time,
doesn't taste like a vacuum
welcome
cleaner.
to another episode of I'm sorry for yelling.
Yes, dude!
If you tuned in last time, you would recall that we were
On this couch and in this
we
chair.
were here. Oh, yeah, so today's sponsors is brought to you by
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encycadelica Britain.
Dude, can I say this? The last episode we shot, I didn't realize until afterwards. And I was like, all I could think of was just peanut butter or caramel. Like a peanut butter.
The wall.
Yeah. Well, no, and I had tan on. I was a part of the river.
The
Now,
chocolate river.
hopefully, I'm wearing a different color. So you are too.
I was wearing my my
Your-
flannel. I think this is the first episode I'm not wearing that flannel
I was
coat.
gonna say I applaud you for that.
Well, it's because I think it's got ticks all through it.
Can you straighten your sunglasses out? That's
No.
bothering me.
It's because I have a crooked face. Did that help?
I don't know. I don't think so. They're up on the left. They're going like this. Let me.
My ears
here,
aren't
turn,
level.
First, turn your head that way. Let him see It's an inch and a half off your ear.
That's discouraging. I need to get custom fitted sunglasses.
Did you say that's discouraging?
Oh, it's bright. God.
I'll wear mine. Let's be together on this. All right. We can go down together on
Your
this. ship.
Fay-Bands.
What do you mean, dude? They're Ray-Bans. I just didn't pay. They were a gift. You know, that's what everyone always says.
They were a gift.
They were a gift. Like when you get preachers and sneakered.
Preachered and
When you-
sneakered.
When you get on that page, preachers and sneakers.
I have visited that.
Like probably not anymore because people are kind of
Aware.
of it now. At first, I don't remember reading them. I just remember hearing people talk about like preachers and like whoever pastors getting defensive about it. Like, oh, it was a gift. Like, I didn't buy that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just accept it. It's like you're
A
wearing
lot of
this
the
$1,200 Gucci belt.
Mainstream, big church, charismatic churches. So
Yeah.
what the point I'm making is I remember
Celebs,
in the churches
celebrity pastors.
where I used to go. I say that. The ones that wore a lot of suits
Right.
instead of like
And they had-
street clothes.
In the churches where we came from, they would wear Jesus and like a lamb, on the tie. On their tie.
And like the Isaiah
like-
6:4
They would literally have like
on the tie.
art on their tie.
Yeah, well, some of them, but then
If you
like
could call that
the
art.
more thoughtfully dressed, I'd say. Like I remember when I was in Bible college, I stayed at this pastor's house, and he used to be an evangelist, and he made good money
Okay.
doing it. He
Morton
wasn't
Buster?
shy about it. No, but he had like $1,000 crocodile leather shoes.
Right.
So it's like it's something about footwear and being a preacher.
Well, that's
Either
the,
it's gonna
that's the thing
be-
you could flex as a preacher. It was like that and maybe your suit, but people didn't care as much about your suit. Like your shoes, you could tell. You know what I mean? Because
Shoes were the accessory.
Uh-huh. You can sort of tell with not really though. With I don't know, not me anyway. I can't.
'Cause these churches, you're not gonna be
you're not gonna
showing
be
off
wearing
with
Jordans,
some necklaces.
right? You're not gonna be wearing a Balenciaga fit or Louis Vuitton or anything like that. The most you would wear is like a
nice
sick-
tie clip, and
Yeah.
and some good shoes.
Yeah, and maybe a really nice watch. Watches weren't considered like jewelry, so you could get away with like a blingy watch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Was that just
It
because
was
you were
just giving me a headache.
really?
Just kidding. No, I just wanted to take it off. But you should keep yours on because that's your thing.
Now I want to
There's
take
a
them
mirror.
off.
There's a mirror right here, so I can, whenever I need to, I can just look and see. Oh, yep, he's still a doofus.
Oh, you mean?
Yes, no, me.
I'm still a Dukas.
So what I wanted to ask.
So how did this caterpillar on your lip come about?
Quarter life crisis.
All right. Yeah, but you're past that.
I am. What do you mean?
You're past 25.
We don't have to like split hairs over
Oh,
the
okay,
years.
okay,
I'm 28.
Oh, quarter life. My bad. Yeah, because no one, people don't live to 100, so
Right.
it's probably really like a third life crisis.
Don't make me sound older.
No, I'm saying like people's lifespan.
I'm gonna live to 300 because at this point,
Wow.
what
What are you living on?
CRISPR, stem cells.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like expound upon your diet and like how you're doing so
Oh,
well.
I've been doing pretty well with that
mac
too.
and cheese and ramen and like
I've been
some
pretty
buffalo chicken when you're splurging.
a little heavy on the bacon, I'd say, but other than that, I've
Right,
been
you've
a
been
lot of
living keto.
vegetables, a lot of blueberries,
Good.
a lot of vegetables, but a lot of bacon though. And bacon isn't
It's
that
fat
well, it's good to have a good amount of fat,
and
but
protein, really.
it's nitrates and nitrites. It comes from the smoking when you smoke the meat.
Mark Zuckerberg likes that. Smoked meats and barbecue sauce.
Did he have
Dude,
did he have a show?
I don't know, man, but it was just a whole thing about him trying to have a personality and like
Oh,
not act like a lizard. Yeah, I just like to smoke meats,
Yeah,
I like
his
to-
metaverse commercial.
And I really like Sweet Baby Ray's. Just I don't know, dude. I don't know what it was from, but I just like
Oh, and then the meme.
yeah,
Sweet Baby Ray is somewhere in the background.
him in just like a warehouse with Sweet Baby Ray's.
Okay. So
yeah. Anyway, smoking meats, nitrates and
no.
nitrides.
No, it's CRISPR and stem cells.
Isn't that like baby fetus?
No, it can be, but it doesn't have to
Oh.
be.
Okay, that's what the evangelicals will tell you.
Yes, and there are some interesting ethical
Quandaries.
qualms with all that, but it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't have to be. Now,
That's
if
good.
you want to go right into bro science again, hold on to your hats. No, that's the new frontier of science is
Stem cells.
immortality.
What about Neuralink? Here's the thing.
Oh, that isn't like longevity. That's just enhanced living, day to day. It's like having Google right in your head. Just Google whatever you want. I haven't looked into any of that one iota.
Me neither.
So any opinion I would have henceforth
What's that other,
is unfounded.
what's that like the
Un-
the
unsubs-
Wi-Fi company, like satellite Wi-Fi? Is it Starlink?
Oh, the other
Yeah.
Elon Musk endeavor?
Business. Yeah. It's
Mm.
you know what I'm saying?
Starlink and Neuralink.
Is it Link? Starlink?
I think so.
How does he do it, you know?
He's just a busy bunny.
Also, with Amber Heard, that
What?
might be... Well, I don't know if it's current or not, but I remember talk about him, like...
He does like eccentric women.
Yeah.
Grimes was pretty eccentric.
Maybe he just likes poop in beds, you know?
That meme and joke has been done to death.
Maybe
And you
he...
can put that mic down.
Maybe... What do you mean down?
You can put it down. That joke was the
No.
last straw.
I was just gonna say, like, maybe he saw that and he's like, now that's a woman that's comfortable in her freedom, like she's
Just
you
living
know,
her best life.
yeah, and I can deal with that.
She's probably a Libra. Like, I can vibe.
She's probably a Virgo.
Yes.
Yeah, I dig that.
I guarantee you that's
something
that's a metric that Elon Musk looks for
Jeez.
in people and women is what's your sign?
What's your sign?
We can link it up to Starlink and customize a Neuralink chip
wow,
to your astrological sign. Hey, get that cup. How is that? Is that good?
it's not bad.
Let's dink it.
Clink it, dude.
No, we can't. Yeah, that's copyrighted from Rhett and Link.
Also, I just don't like dink it and sink it. I don't like that. It ain't the move
It's okay.
for 2022.
Yeah, so this coffee is not instant coffee. And if you had tuned in for the last, all 26 of you had tuned in from, it's more than that now. If you had tuned in from, tuning in again from the last episode, you know that we were taste testing some Folgers instant coffee classic roast. And it was
tasted
bad.
Like it tasted like how a vacuum cleaner that's like burned through a motor smells like.
I'm gonna use.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use the age-old refutation to that. But how do you know what that tastes like?
You know exactly what I mean. Anyone who's had like a blown motor in a vacuum before, and it's just like, it's like smells kind of burnt, but also just musty and like, you know what I mean. It tasted like that.
Mm-hmm. It had notes of must
It had notes
and
of
dust and dirt.
dust mites from under the under the rug. Under the rug, I don't know where you vacuum.
And
you vacuum anyway.
You vacuum carpets and rugs.
Right.
You're right. So today we're not having instant coffee, and here's why we're not having instant
You
coffee.
broke. You broke down.
No. So Folgers was bad. Yes. I went to
We
Walmart.
can all agree.
I went to Walmart. Like I said I was. I said I was going to get the Walmart brand. But I didn't get the Walmart brand instant coffee. I found something called Juan Valdez instant coffee.
Are you doing that just because of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, like Mexican style Spanish?
No, I just looked up the best reviewed, because it's me. I look up reviews. I looked up the best reviewed.
That's true, you do.
Instant coffee, and Juan Valdez was up there, and I tried it, and it was comparable to normal coffee. When I say normal, I mean like something you're gonna go to Dunkin', and you're not gonna expect much, but it's okay. It's much better than Folgers. And I've been enjoying Juan Valdez.
I'll say it's not the best coffee I've ever had.
Well, we'll get to that. So I've been having Juan Valdez, but I went to Walmart last night to find it, and it was out. And I felt a little self-conscious, one, because I have a mustache now, and two, I was feeling self-conscious because I didn't want to ask an associate, hey, do you have any of this type of instant coffee, because I don't want to be known.
Instant coffee?
Juan Valdez is instant coffee.
What is this then? Okay, you're getting there.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you follow a narrative? Gosh.
Let's go.
So they didn't have any Juan Valdez last night. And so, oh, shoot. Well, I know
You didn't wanna
Folgers is
ask.
bad.
Because you were self-conscious about the stash, and also you didn't want to be the guy that's asking for instant coffee.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the only instant coffee they had was Folgers. And I'm like, nah, that's just gross. I can't go back to that. So I just bought some
Good.
some stuff called Chameleon. I don't know. It's probably the best thing you can buy at Walmart. Unless you really like Starbucks, you can buy Starbucks there.
Wait, I thought. I just thought you said it's probably the best thing you could buy at Walmart.
No, it's the best
Like-
type of coffee you can buy at Walmart.
Okay. I mean, maybe it is still the best thing you can buy at Walmart. I don't know.
The best
think
thing
their
you can buy at
shrimp-
Walmart
I think
is
their shrimp trays are pretty good.
with the cocktail sauce. No, the best thing is those General Cho's chicken chows,
General Xiao.
and their 4-hour-old mac and cheese, which I had once, and that is not the move.
Yeah.
Always ask how fresh it is.
Or just don't,
Or just don't eat mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So this here is just a light roast. It's called Chameleon. It said it was from Ethiopia.
Camilo
Is-
Cabela.
It was Chameleon. What? It was Ethiopian Colombian blend. I wish it was just single origin, just from Ethiopia. But
What's single origin?
you take the card. You take the deck of cards. You're dealed.
So single origin, does that mean it just
it only
came
comes from one
from
area.
one field
Yeah.
or something?
Or one zone. Yeah, one field. Usually they come from the same what's it called, plantation.
That's interesting.
And Yirgacheffe Ethiopian coffee is probably about as good as it gets.
Yirgacheffe. That sounds
It's
very
Yirgacheffe
Slavic.
Valley. It's not. It's quite African.
It's because it ends with Ev. Or off.
Exactly. Just to end the coffee. So it's about as good as coffee you're going to get. The best coffee you're going to get at Walmart. And I want you to know that he was blowing his hand because it's sweating, and he dries
that's-
off the sweat.
That is true, but that's not what I was just doing.
Oh, what was that?
It was some dude, it doesn't matter. It was some coffee that was around the rim because when I drink
And
sometimes
you're blow drying it?
I was blow drying it. All good.
Oh, man. The neurodivergence is through the roof. We're peaking.
That's right. I don't like that because it makes it sound like we're some special thing. Oh no, you know what I mean? I hate that. I hate that crap.
Are you guys ready for the worst hot take of the day?
It's like, dude, keep the term to yourself. I'll just be whatever I'm doing, I'm not ever gonna call myself that. It's because I'm neurodivergent. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, "What is that? What are you doing?" I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, it's this."
Because it becomes like a little crutch.
It's a shtick. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching this episode.
What else is there? Like neurodivergent. Freaking
Mental illness doesn't exist.
hot
It's a social construct invented by the pharmacy companies in order to
Pharmaceutical
peddle
companies.
to peddle drugs.
in the Clinton
In
administration.
the Clinton-
Sometime in the Clinton administration. See, good things always when companies and people get a hold of them, they just turn bad. Good government programs. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was about to say, what the drugs, the mental illness? What?
No, I was actually talking about. I had in my mind what I was just saying. I was thinking about like to help like the affordable not affordable
Care Act.
No, dude, affordable like housing, like to get anyone in, like to get people into houses like, in the early 2000s or whatever, late 90s, early 2000s, and then they just got hijacked, the mortgage industry, by Wall Street.
Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that have anything to do with the subprime mortgages that
Yes.
started getting dished out,
Yes.
which pretty much led to the crisis?
Correct.
Because America was way over leveraged or over too much in debt.
Yeah.
Over
Which
houses.
people, and I'll say this, people talk about like, oh, there's going to be a big crash, it's coming. a big crash is coming. I just don't see it because we're not over leveraged now. Because people back then were putting like zero money down for houses and stuff, and like they were lending money on
to
like
janitors.
Yeah,
Not
right.
If you're a janitor, live your best life.
Right, and you could retire with good money doing that.
Yes, you
If you're
can if you're frugal.
But
Anyways,
anyway, what I'm saying is
people who
were
couldn't pay back,
getting $800,000 mortgages for like zero money.
and defaulting left and right,
What's gonna happen? Yeah,
and then they couldn't pay back.
they're gonna
the
say,
banks
"See ya."
because all the debt was hot potatoed around to bank.
Right.
And then there's like interest. Each one owes each other interest.
Yeah.
And so there's
No one can pay
no
anyone.
one's that's not getting paid. Next thing you know, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac is just that Walter meme. when Hank gets shot.
Just like
Yeah.
like his world's crumbling down. Right, because that's the moment in Breaking Bad when he can no longer be Heisenberg when he's like, you know what I mean? And he's just Walter
He's not
White.
in control.
He's not in control, and he's like, he wants to save Hank. Sorry, dude.
Bring it right back to Breaking Bad. We cannot escape it.
Well, here's why I can't
Hold
escape
on.
it.
We're not done talking about the 2007-8 mortgage crisis because this is what everyone tunes in for. Last time it was crypto, and now it's the mortgage crisis. So,
Krypton.
should
Kryptonite.
I take out my 401k
And throw it into Doge?
and throw it into a 25-unit apartment in Lewiston?
I feel like you're actually thinking about this. This is kind of oddly specific.
I'm just writing jokes. I'm writing jokes.
I mean,
I'm trying to.
it all depends. Maybe you should.
Oh my God! No,
Why not?
because if you were following the joke, you would get that. Obviously not. Like jump right into a 25-unit.
So what?
In Lewiston?
So what?
All right, I guess I'm doing it.
You're not over leveraging.
Do we have to say financial advice if you're telling someone to buy a house or buy a property?
Look, this is not financial advice. Consult a CPA or whoever gives financial advice. But
CFA. CPA is an accountant. You don't go to Jim Roberts down at
Jim Roberts
down
sounds
at
like
H&R Block and ask him if you should buy a 25-unit down in Lewiston. Jim
You'd probably
Roberts.
say yes, because you can write all the write-offs. Think about that. You know.
That's right. Well, no, you go to a CFA, a certified financial advisor, and so
The mortgage crisis of 2008. What about it?
over leveraged.
Right.
So you don't.
Which you would not be on that 25
So you
unit.
have.
They don't allow it anymore. The standards are way higher.
So what could cause a crash then?
What could here's the thing. A crash, it wouldn't be necessarily a crash. Here's what would happen.
It's not a normal. It's not a
house
crash.
flippers might get caught in a bind. Here's the only reason why. Because at some point interest rates on mortgages are going to go back up, and you can't maintain that level of price anymore because also the interest rate is going up.
So the prices have to go down.
Yeah, so
Because
prices
money's
have to go
expensive.
down. So that's where house flippers maybe kind of catch
So
the
they won't be
bag.
able. Something they thought was going to be $20,000 more than what they
Dude,
thought is $20,000 less.
That's what I don't know if it was Zillow or Redfin happened to them recently. They were God. I'm way in over my head with this knowledge, but this is what this podcast is. I'm just
you
just firing at it with like this like little video I watched or like this headline that I read.
Yeah, it's like
But,
all
like-
this knowledge is being extrapolated from a 2-minute.
Right. Better
like a 5-minute
Meet
Meet Kevin video.
Meet Kevin video. And but anyway, all that to say, the mortgage industry is not gonna.
It's not going to face
not
a
gonna-
crisis like
there's
it
not gonna
did
be a
12
crisis.
years ago.
That's for sure.
But prices can go down,
Yeah, because interest rates are going up.
and
which-
maybe I'll buy a house within the year. Because I
Yeah,
thought
it's not
about
gonna
our.
happen
I thought about.
unless you write it down and make a goal.
Well, I don't know if I want to make it a goal. Yet.
It's not gonna
Then-
happen.
Oh my God, I'm pissed.
I know. I was just thinking, the wheels in my head just in the last 15 seconds was like, I wonder if I can get Michael to redline this episode.
Well, you found it. You found the red marker. I don't know what red line means.
Just like see red. Just like
Oh, I thought
Just-
I'm thinking like in like the health diagnostic tools at a hospital that tracks your heart.
oh no
and
no
I'm just
no
dead.
flatline. No, no.
Flatlined. Oh, sorry.
So you think you might
I
in
might
the next
make it
year?
a goal. Yes, because I have some capital. So my crypto has gone up, and if it continues to go up, that could be a bubble in itself. In fact, it's probably more likely that crypto is a bubble than housing and real estate and property could be,
Correct.
because
Who
it's
the frig
new
knows?
and people are throwing money into it and they think it's the next big thing. That's all bubble material when things get really hyped. So I am probably going to take some of that capital that I have and use it as a good down payment into something a little bit more tangible as an asset. So I still have that
Here's the thing.
that mortgage broker, not mortgage broker, that agent still in my contacts that you gave me. Don't know her name because I'm not going to throw.
Look, dude, here's the thing. The great thing about real estate is this. No matter if the market, let's say you do buy your real estate high. Let's say a house is $250,000, you buy it at $250,000 and then the market goes down. The bank's not going to give you a call and say, "Hey buddy, because the market's low, we're going to sell off this and now you're going to take a hit."
No.
Whereas
you take a hit if you sell it though.
Why would you though?
Because if you bought it at $250 and then it goes down to $200,
Who cares if you're making your payment to the bank? That's what I'm saying.
so who lost $50,000?
It's theoretical money, right? The market goes
That's
up and
true.
down all the time.
Oh, because
You only lose or win if you sell.
right. Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand.
So what I'm saying
Just
is
hold
the
on.
stock,
You hodl the
like
house.
yeah.
You just hodl your property
But especially with rentals, it almost doesn't matter
because you're
because
making
you're
your
not
mortgage
paying
back.
you're paying it through the
And then
income
some.
that it's generating.
Okay, that's
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
All I wanted to get out of you was to say, yes, you lose, but only if you sell. Because I understood that. I just wanted to hear you say it so that I know in my heart that I won this argument.
You didn't win the argument because here's what I'm trying to say.
Can I hold
It's
still?
you have way more control than you do in stocks because stocks you get margin called, you have no say in that. They're like, we're selling all your stock. You know what I mean? Because the price went too low and we can't sustain
You know what
this.
a margin call is?
Oh, it's happened to me.
Okay.
It's like you get a message, hey, please resolve this. Oh, we're selling this off.
Oh, and that's what happened.
Yeah. That doesn't happen when you're making your payment to the bank. All the bank cares about is them getting their payment every month.
With the interest.
Whatever you signed up for, yeah.
Right. And you
Doesn't
wanna,
matter if the market is down. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Because first of all, you're probably going to hold it anyway.
It's just
and if
it is like a stock in a way, but it's just really illiquid. You can't just sell it up and sell it whenever. Because then
it's way, can I say this? It's way less volatile. And way more tangible in all the ways.
yeah, it's definitely a better asset. I agree with you.
I mean, sure. I think so, but
Well-
everyone has their own opinion. I'm not saying it's
More
better.
definitely a more real asset than than crypto.
Sure,
Some
that's-
cryptos. Some
yeah.
of them I think are pretty legit.
Anyway, off the bro science.
This isn't bro science.
I do like talking about this, but I don't know. Bro, I'll spill coffee on you just to get off this topic.
The Susie's furniture will be quite a collateral if you
No,
spilled coffee
I
on me.
wouldn't. I'd spill it on your shoes. Those
So I
white
see your wheels had to turn to refute that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna check the time because
We have not been going. Maybe half an hour.
okay.
Check it. What is it?
You know, there's probably more discreet ways of checking the time. I could just look at my phone. Instead,
What is it?
I get up there and
What is it?
35 minutes, 36 minutes.
What did I say?
So, what I wanted to get clear today was now I'm not asking you to give a hot take about T-Mobile because I know you spent some good years there.
Yeah,
and you didn't have any problems with any of your coworkers or anything. So that's
For the
not why
most
you
part.
not why you left. That's not why you left. So I want to
Right.
go through your this transition in your life. If you've known Abe, he's worked at T-Mobile
I'm gonna
for
put these
several
back
years.
on so I can.
And I remember when he started there, he was trying to get me to go because he loved it.
Yeah.
Because it was good
It was
bonuses.
a fun environment.
Good
for the most
bonuses.
part. Yeah. Good bonuses.
Got you 2 free trips to Hawaii.
One trip to Puerto Rico. Yeah, man. It was freaking.
You made it like a bandit.
I really did. Honestly, let me just say this because I didn't even. What I won was a talent contest. I didn't even because some people, if you're really, 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 really good at your job, you can win the trip, like winner circle, and you go to Puerto Rico or Vegas, depending on what it is that year, or Miami, I think this year. But
nice.
yeah,
And go to the Bitcoin conference.
see the Winklevoss twins,
Yeah. Anyways,
maybe Tim Dillon, Alex Jones.
He didn't go this year. Jordan Peterson went.
That's hilarious. Why?
What is he doing there?
Why? Yeah, right.
Because I love him. We love him.
I know, but why is he there?
Well, why a Bitcoin? Because I don't know. He's lumped into that kind of libertarian conservative, even though he's not
Young men.
young
convention.
men. Sausage fest. That is the crypto community.
Space. All right, dude.
A lot
Anyway,
of overlap.
so I didn't even win legitimately a winner.
You weren't like a great associate.
I was
or
good.
A representative.
I was good, and some months I was number 1 in the top 20 in my site. Which first of all, our site is the best in the country at what we do. It is for 3+ years in a row.
Wow.
Which is all the time I was there, 4 years.
Coincidence?
I think not.
I think it is.
So, but anyway, so I was decent, but anyway, I didn't win those trips. Shout out my buddy Matt Crory. He's a good writer and he made several parody songs.
Oh, he wrote those? Totally by himself?
Most of the writing was him, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If not all for some of them. Yeah. So
T-Mobile doesn't mess around.
T-Mobile is the best around.
Oh.
But also doesn't mess around. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Good.
But anyway, yeah, dude, won a trip to Puerto Rico. The first one we won is to Puerto Rico, which was interesting because the tsunami or not tsunami, hurricane came through there a year or two before, and they're still rebuilding everything, and it was weird. So we were staying at this pretty freaking nice hotel. But then, I was on this infinity pool, but right next to us was this building that was just gutted, or several. And I was just oh, this is weird.
And you were probably oh, couldn't they just get this out of here?
I
Can't
know.
they just tear?
What is this?
They couldn't fix this by now.
This of all places, really?
You just show up with a ton of just privilege and set it down.
But anyway, so that was the first one. Then they announced, hey, we're going to Hawaii. That was a month or two later, which you went on that one.
Yep.
And so that was freaking. I was like, dude,
Ruined.
T-Mobile is
Ruined for all vacations from now on.
Yeah.
Because they put us in
the Sheraton.
One of the premier
nicest.
hotel in the island of Maui. The first one that I did my research because it's me.
Oh, the first one that came up.
The
like,
first hotel to be made on that
oh,
island.
really?
It was long ago.
Of course you would know that. You looked it up.
It was just I didn't even want to leave the hotel site.
I know.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, and you literally walk
Good
right out onto the beach.
food.
Sweet beach with like a, it's like a little, not a mountain, but it was like a cliff.
Dude, it was.
You jump off the
I
cliff.
have such sweet nostalgia from that, because more than just nostalgia. Because I remember that week I was listening to I listened to a couple Joe Rogan episodes that week. It was with Michael Malice
Beautiful.
and Graham Hancock.
Don't know.
And it was so great because Graham Hancock was talking about his theory on how all the Pacific islands like Hawaii and Samoa
Are gonna be underwater.
were
Okay, sorry.
were colonized
All right.
thousands of years ago, and how actually they went from the Pacific. They could have been traveling from all the way from the Mediterranean, and like he's got some contrarian anthropological theories that I won't go into now.
All right. What's this about?
I was just saying, it was like, what a coincidence. He's talking about the place I'm at right
wow.
now.
Yeah.
And then I remember walking around to all the shopping areas and coffee
I
shops,
had some bomb coffee.
and just listening to Joe and
I
Michael
will say
Malice.
this, though. The
was
food
great.
is insanely expensive just because everything's, well, maybe not everything, but there's so much imported, you know? Everything's expensive there.
I walked the whole length of that beach. I walked all the way down and listening to a Mute Math album.
Okay.
And so whenever I listen, and to Ghost Stories by Coldplay. So those
Very
two
nice.
albums, Armistice
Yep.
by Mute Math and Ghost Stories by Coldplay. And whenever I hear those albums now, I think about walking in Hawaii sometimes.
Wow.
And you got to store up. Those are the treasures you store up. Just memories like that. Those are some of the treasures.
Right.
Anyways, so you made it like a bandit. 2
Yeah.
trips to Hawaii.
So the second one was I just got, married in October of 2021. And the craziness is the trip to Hawaii was the week after. So I was like, score. Like, that's part of my honeymoon.
Right.
Extended the stay there. Anyway, my time at T-Mobile was what a ride,
What a ride.
What a ride indeed.
But let me just put the words in your mouth. It started to get
Harry.
very
Sorry.
ad nauseum talking to irritated and angry customers all day.
You could say that for sure.
So,
You could say that again 10 more times.
and it just started to wear down your soul.
Yeah, you think it gets easier, but it really doesn't. It really, the more you do it, the less patience I had. Here's the thing about that job. In order to be good, you either need to be all in and be on top of your game mentally, in it, just empathetic and just want, you know what I mean? You sound like you're really care. Or you have to have the best poker voice, right? Which that's freaking hard to do. You know what I mean? And dude,
Yep.
I was just over it. I'm over it, dude. So that combined with there's constant pressure in every single dimension of your job to be better.
That type of job didn't reach into the primal being and fulfill the primal drives of going out and hunting the gazelles, right?
Okay.
You know
could
what I
say
mean?
that. You could say it didn't reach that dimension.
I remember, because we were roommates at one point, and he worked from home from a lot of it, and I wasn't working at all. Just a couple days a week at Sam's Club.
Oh, sure.
And so I was home a lot, and I would just listen to Hello, thank you for calling your T-Mobile team of experts. This is Abraham Stevens. Can I get your name and and then you would have a verbal wrestling matches with people
Yeah.
where
Sometimes.
I remember one time you were talking to somebody who wanted to know if there was going to be a deal on an iPhone release. If there was going to be a discount
Yes.
or
And we didn't even know the release date.
didn't know when the phone was even coming out,
Right.
let alone some ethereal discount
So I'm like,
that T-Mobile is going to be
I
offering.
think I told her maybe 6 times in similar or different ways. Hey, look, let me tell you this. When Apple drops, hey, we're releasing a phone on this date. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. That's when we make our deals. And then within a couple days, we know, like, they let us know what they are. We don't even have a release date. We don't even know what phones are coming. I know there's going to be a new one within the next couple months, but there's usually an Apple event, and then a couple weeks later they'll be like, okay, it's whatever. You know what I mean?
You should have finally just said, yeah, there's going to be a 30% discount for you being a T-Mobile customer of such and such years. Just, oh, that's great, thanks. And then you just discontinue her. You just, as soon as she hangs up, you
Look,
just
dude,
you end her contract.
Here's the thing. Can I say this? I thought about doing that on my last day at T-Mobile, which was last
He
week.
didn't. Any of you who might be listening.
No, I didn't. But here's what I had a lot of different scenarios of how this could play out. This day could go, right? Which is, I thought that maybe I would just tell off a bunch of customers until my boss is caught on, because sometimes they'll live listen into calls and stuff. Mm-hmm. Or maybe cancel every single account that came through, or you know what I mean? That would be a way. or just give away like just tons of credits, whatever, you know. There's a lot of ways to play it, you know.
Right.
I didn't do any of those things. I was pretty liberal with the credits that I was giving, though.
You were
basically
liberal.
Anything that people would ask, I'd give them. The last day, I was not fighting with anyone.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, dude.
But you didn't do anything that's going to cripple.
Right. I didn't do anything
the
that
company.
would. Yeah.
It's going to send the shares down.
I didn't do anything like that. I didn't do anything to make it so that I wouldn't get hired again either, or I would be an ill repute of anyone, which is the way to go. Ultimately, I was like, you know what?
You weren't like
I don't want to burn any bridges.
that guy who was quitting Wendy's, and on his last day, he took his clothes off and he got into sinks and took a bath.
What? I worked at Wendy's. Was
Was
that me?
No. No, but I remember you having some plans then on your last day at Wendy's.
What was I? I don't know what my plans were. How do you remember my plans? This was like
I remember
10
you
years
had
ago.
plans. I don't remember what they were specifically.
It was about 10 years ago,
They
actually.
were probably just you only worked in the front
Pretty much, yeah.
the front register or drive-through. You didn't fry cook anything.
No.
What I was about to say is maybe just don't cook the burgers.
Oh, if only.
And just give like half of the city of Augusta.
Like what is what's that?
Some worms.
I was gonna say, what's that disease? Like
Salmonella.
salmonella.
You don't get that from burger. You get mad cows. No, you don't get that from Robin. I don't know
How is
this.
mad cow disease? Is that still a thing? I feel like that should have been eradicated by now.
No, that's some bacteria infection, I think.
All right.
So you don't just eradicate that.
But anyway, man, I'll say this: T-Mobile was it was a weird thing, man. I was kind of popular within the center. Like, there's about 700-800 people that worked there, and like from winning the contests and like because they would also my site would have us perform for like different events that they would have, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's like, hey, you get time off to like rehearse and like do cool things instead of like
it's good.
even though it's corny AF.
Oh goodness.
All corny as all get out.
Pure T-Mobile propaganda.
Oh, dude, it was so cheesy, dude.
Yes.
But hey, is it better than listening to Bertha call in again about her bill being wrong? Absolutely.
To all the Berthas out there.
I apologize. No, it's more like Susan White.
Skylar White.
Shut the up, Susan, and the call and cancel your account.
Yes.
That's how I imagine. That's many times I fantasized about my day going like that.
So here's the thing. So Abe ended, and now, you know what Abe's going to be doing? He's going to be going, honk, honk. Driving for NRF.
NRF?
I don't know. It's a trucking company.
That's not a trucking company. They do have trucks, though. It's a flooring company.
Driving for Mayflower.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe you've been you were
Wow,
staring
dude.
at that house,
Wow.
looking out that window all that time because his old house, there was a Mayflower
Right across the street.
with a bunch of trucks over there, and maybe that was destiny looking you in the face.
Wow. Every day it was looking me in the face for, I don't know how long, 10 years?
Right.
But anyway,
CDL.
I'm getting my CDL license, and we're going to be hitting the open road. Luckily, I know how to drive a standard. That's what I learned on. I still have a stick shift, so that gives me a leg up. But that's going to be a journey, as they would say.
Yes.
Literally.
So, I remember you've talked about it. It's like the strangest thing about it. This whole thing is learning to actually drive a truck.
Actually driving?
Like
dude, backing that thing up, dude. Wow. That's going to be a trip.
So, word of advice, I guess, from someone I work with now that had their CDL. For some reason, didn't want quit and is now a direct care staff. But he
Okay.
was saying, never be the last one to shut the gate. So what that means, Michael, what's that mean?
Yeah.
If you when you
Now I'm
drop
pissed.
off, I know you are. When you drop off a load of goods, and they take it all out, whoever closes the gate, if it's someone from the company, say if you're dropping off for Walmart,
Sure.
and a Walmart employee closes it, whatever is going on with all the goods, if anything's wrong, Walmart's liable. If you shut it, you're liable, or your company's liable.
What if I work for Walmart and I'm dropping it off at Walmart?
Then
Sounds like Walmart's liable.
I don't know. That's just what he told me to tell you.
That's probably an independent contracted driver. Because
Okay.
there's multiple ways of doing it.
I've heard he also said that that's the best way to go about it.
Probably make the
But
most
you have
money.
to buy your own truck.
Right. Which is probably
A
couple-
sizable.
a couple G's.
A couple. Yeah, I got this Volvo
Speaking of a couple
dual
Gs,
axle.
dude. You know what's so annoying? Okay, so I
Segue.
took my car to VIP because it needed some TLC, to say the least. $1,070 later, which I had several things done, so it was like that's fine.
That's a lot better than I thought. I thought that thing was
Right.
going to be
I
just
thought it was gonna be like
a money
the
pit.
engine. I don't know, dude. I drive it a little bit, and then the next day, I didn't even notice this because I took you somewhere, and then I was driving it back when I realized like this light was coming on. Did I even tell you about this yet? I guess not. Anyway,
No, this is after
the
you
light
dropped me
comes
off.
on the dash, engine overheating, idle engine. And I'm like, because the temperature gauge just kept going up and up. I'm like, what the heck? So I kept pulling it over, shutting it off, like letting it sit for a few minutes, and then trying to drive it again. Literally within a minute, it would do the same thing. And I'm like, freaking A. So I like pulled it over. I got out of the car. I like look, and I'm like, this is only after like a minute of sitting. I look, and there's like a puddle coming out from under my car. I'm like, that's pretty substantial leak. Like just after a minute of sitting there. So I go back to my
The oil?
no, I think it was like coolant or something
It was leaking?
leaking. So that's why I was overheating. I drive it back home. I didn't even notice that afternoon before I took you. It was a whole stream
Of the coolant.
of the coolant. I must have thought it was, I don't know, just water or something when I got into the car.
And to think I got in that car.
He could have blown up. But anyway, so my level of piss was through the roof. I was just like, I just got an inspection done.
They don't check that.
I guess not.
Or if they do.
Anyway, so
Because
I just
they
got
don't- they
quoted
don't check-
today. It's over there at the shop today. $960 to replace. I don't know. It's either the hosing or like they said it was like the radiator, but it had a leak.
You don't say.
Oh my god, man.
Well,
anyway, dude. So that's
hopefully they do a good
a
job.
little over 2 G's. Anyway, that's why I said a couple G's.
So anyways, it's going to probably be a little bit more than 2 G's if you want to buy yourself a Volvo dual axle to go contracting with. And where are you going to put it to boot?
In that little parking lot, right?
You tell your tenants, sorry, maybe just not have a car anymore. Tell your tenants that.
Maybe
You can park in the street.
let's cut a deal. I'll cut you a check for $100 a month. Because you don't want to lower their rent, because then you don't have a write-off by cutting them a check every month as well.
You evil businessman. Yeah, anyways.
Anyway, just to get like Ubers and stuff around to wherever you need to go.
$100
A month? Yeah, that
That's
wouldn't go
not
very
going to
far.
cut it. That's maybe
be like
2
4
trips.
To where? Let's say you need to go around town. That'd get you 5 or 6 trips.
Maybe, yeah, but if you got to go to Portland or anything, forget it.
That's one.
You're not
even
leaving
one trip.
Waterville.
Yeah, you're not leaving Portland once you get there.
Yeah. Walking back.
But anyway,
Maybe a box truck. But you don't need a CDL for that.
right. And I'm not going the easy way.
No.
You know,
You're grabbing life by its
by its proverbial ball sack.
I just want to go on the record. No, we're not. I just want to go on the record of not saying something silly like that.
What? You want to go on the record for what? Say that again.
I just wanted to say, go on the record that I didn't say something silly like that.
It's pretty obvious because I'm the one who just said that, and you didn't say anything.
Abe, don't you? I'm just writing a joke. I'm writing jokes.
Oh, this is writing? Dude,
All
I'll
right.
strangle you with this cord. All I need is 2 feet of it.
I'll do it myself.
But, yeah, anyway, dude.
Got to get high up so he breaks your neck so you don't struggle.
That's my plan. You know, T-Mobile's been a journey. It's been a ride.
I hope you had the time of your life.
Wow, full circle.
Oh, thanks for tuning in.
Can
Dude,
I?
keep
Hey, here's
your
the
eye
thing.
on that mug every time you sit
It's
down.
empty, my guy.
Good.
Here's the thing. Can I do something?
Are we going to close out with a song?
Song and dance. I'll do the song, you dance.
How are you going to do this?
Here, you hold it.
Oh, no. Oh.
I didn't want to play that song.
Abe, you want me? I don't want to just be like this for 10 minutes, so.
Dude, 10 minutes? I'm done.
Good, here. Anyways, we'd like to in closing, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
Peanut butter and jelly.
The $1 a Day Club, Razor Club. What is it called?
Dollar Shave Club.
The dollar. I haven't heard a sponsor for that in a long time because shaving's out of style now.
I think there's a Dollar Beard Club, too, in response to that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, just to, you know, the manly men.
No, I think clean shaving's coming back into style.
Coming back?
Yeah.
Dude, everything's in style.
That's true. It is a very eclectic fashion because of the
Landscape.
internet. Yeah, you could almost wear anything and it it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Unless it's me.
It sounded like I had auto-tune on my voice just then. It's a vibe. No, I can't try to do it. Freaking A.
Just stop talking. So,
Are you going to do the sign-off?
no, I can never do this.
You wanted to, but then nothing came out.
Yeah, our sponsors. I was just going to say our sponsors. Today's sponsors is, would like to, thanks to the Susies again for allowing us to shoot in their home.
Why are you looking at me?
to get a nod, to get some validation.
Right. We thank them. We want to thank them. Also, peanut butter.
Jelly and time.
Also Nike.
Peanut butter jelly time. Also Adidas.
Nah, we don't want to thank them. We do want to thank Kanye and the Lord Jesus Christ. Anyone else?
We would like to thank all the subprime mortgage lenders of 2000 in the early 2000s who made
paving the way.
For
Thank you for doing what you did.
doing yes.
And we want to thank Brooklyn. Was it Brooklyn 99?
Reno 911.
Oh, Reno 911.
Yeah, if you know, you
for
know.
showing up on Michael's face.
Yes.
Take the mic down. Let people see what you're talking about. Like, you don't have to tilt your head back so they see your chin and up your nose. Hey, guy, just look at him.
Hey.
All right, dude.
I'm the guy your girlfriend said not to worry about.
No, I think you're the guy that what's his name? Said we're out here in Lincoln Park. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because he raping everybody. No, sorry, hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands too, because he's raping everybody.
Are you saying I'm the guy to look out for? The
Yeah.
guy singing the... Thanks.
No, but for real, if you put those sunglasses back on, you'd be some beat cop.
Deputy, yes.
Some beat cop out in Omaha.
A C- cop out in Omaha, Nebraska, who just pulled over Warren Buffett and is about to get sued.
Right.
Do you know who I am? And Charlie Munger in the back.
Yeah, Munger. No, Munger from the passenger seat. Do you know who we are? Warren Buffett's just like, easy, Charlie.
Yeah, because Charlie would be the guy who would get pissed, and Warren would be, yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yep.
And much love. Peace be with you and your families. What, dude?
That's it. Let's go.
Bless you.